it's Kim. How are you all doing? I am here today playing around with some craft supplies. So just like 5-10 minutes. Hubby's gonna want me to go out shortly to go for a drive with him. I gotta mail some packages and stuff. Cindy, your package is coming. It's gonna get in the mail today, I promise. You'll get an alert. So I'm gonna play around with some Speedball paint today. We were talking today or the other day in the clubhouse about, hello Peggy, how are you? About crafting with putting stenciling stuff on clothes and things like that. So we were talking about that, and we were talking about using acrylic paint, which I've done. Hey Janet, how are you? Did y'all get my notification? I have a Telegram channel. It's one way. You can sign up for it. You'll see the notifications in my Facebook page. Just sign up for it, and then you get a notification when I go live. I just sent it when I remember. Kimberly, nice name. I like that. So I'm playing around with, I have some, these were from Dollarama. These are little cloth bags, right? They're kind of like, what's that? Canvas, I guess. And I have some Dollar Tree sponges, some wax paper, some, this is a puppy pee pad to keep things kind of clean and tidy and hopefully not so messy. And let me just get you up on the screen in front of me here so I can see what's happening on my Facebook. So, are we live? Show up, are we live? There we go, live. Okay, so now I can see the comments down here where it's actually bigger. It's a bigger, hey Pam, hey Lori, hi, how are you? So I'm gonna see what you can see now too. All right, so let me put the camera down a bit. You don't need to see what's going on behind me there, really. Right, you need to see more what's happening here, right? That's the most important thing. So, like I say, puppy pee pad, clean one. Well, clean-ish. Great for crafting though, to keep the mess down so you don't get it all over the place and then easily disposable. So I'm gonna put this guy down. I am gonna put this canvas down, canvas bag. Then, do I have scissors? I do. This is wax paper, guys. I'm gonna put it on inside to protect one inside from the other. Now, I'll be honest, I tried this first, and I do like the result, okay? So I have it, I don't know why, I have Speedball ink. It's probably a screen printing adventure I tried one other day. Hi Joyce, hi Sharon, how's everybody doing? Crafty sisters. So I have the black and I have the white, but the white has gotten really thick, so I'm not sure if I can thin it. I'm not gonna bother with it today. I've got the black. Let me show you what it looks like when you buy it. It looks very gel-like. It's thicker than pudding, right? It's definitely very sort of gel-like. And, oh, I have a craft stick, good. And do I have a plate? No, but I have wax paper, so that'll do, right? So it's very gel-like, and I have a stencil, right? So I'm just gonna, can you see this? A reusable stencil. Hi Terry, how are you? I'm not on for very long, guys. I was just messing around with this, and I thought, I'm gonna show these guys what happened, right? So you can see. So I take my reusable stencil, and I'm gonna take some of the, look how gel-like that is, just so you can see. Like, don't be surprised when you buy the ink. It's like, I don't know if it's gonna be hard to see because it's black, but how gel-like it is, right? Because it's meant to go on really thick when you're screen printing, right? Hey Rhonda, how are you, my girl? So I am going to take some of this Speedball ink, and it's actually ink, but it's water-based. It doesn't smell. I'm getting it on my hands. That's, you know, nothing new for me. It washes off with soap and water, I found. Okay, hands. And it might wash off in soap and water on this. You can heat set it though, or you can let it set for a few days, right? I'm not going to heat set it today. I won't have time for that. So I'm just going to let it set for a few days, and we're going to see what happens. In a few days, we'll come back and check it out again. You're doing well? All right, Ron, I'm glad to hear that. I'll probably see you this afternoon at 2. Our craft club has a Zoom call, a Zoom meeting. Isn't that sound like high-tech and official? It's a hangout and craft and chat meeting, right? So I'm gonna put a little bit of this goopy ink on here. Can you see this? I'm just putting it on there. You could put it on a plate if you happen to have one. That's a ton. You're not going to need all that. So I didn't really think this through with the black ink, but hey, it's what I have, right? So I am going to take my stencil or my sponge, and we're going to stencil, but it's a bit different than when you stencil on wood and paper and stuff, right? This requires a different touch. So I'm going to put this in the I'm going to get the ink on the sponge. All right. And then I'm going to go straight up and down. And you can see it fades out. Can you see that? Can you all see that where I'm... You can slide the comments to the side if you don't want to see other people's comments. If you just want to see what I'm doing, right? You can slide them back later when you've finished watching me and then read through them. So when you comment, guys, I do come back later on and read. So definitely comment away. I love to hear what you have to say about what I'm doing. Because you know what? I mean, this is fun for me, but I have, it's kind of like crafting with friends around here, right? So I really like that. So I hope that you know, get involved and you try it. And I'm here to give it a shot first and see if there's any hope at all first, right? So, yeah, you can get Speedball ink in all kinds of different colors. And if you're doing a t-shirt with a stencil, you can most definitely, I think it would work. So make sure the colors work on the color of t-shirt you're using. And I'm not sure about, I don't know much about Speedball ink. I don't know much. Kathy, hi. I don't know much about screen printing. I have never actually done that. Okay, like not officially. I think they used to have it in high school when I was a kid, and it was like the class everybody wanted to get into, right? And let me tell you, I didn't go to high school. Well, I did, but I was a bad girl. Okay, I got my high school education later on in an alternate way. So, yeah, I was one of those kids, right? So, but look at me now. I'm still okay. So, you know, there's hope. If your kids are giving you a bit of a run for your money, keep in mind, all right, that Kim, the successful crafter on the internet, didn't go to high school. Or in the traditional way. I did get my high school education, then I did go off to university, but it was not in the standard direction, right? But I don't do anything in the standard direction, right? So, I don't, yeah, I just don't, right? So you know that about me, so I don't think you're surprised. Now, this has to be done kind of right in order for it to not bleed, but you can see, we're gonna look in a minute, see how we did, right? So, all right, so this doesn't dry super fast, so you want to be careful with your stencil. I'm going to put that on a piece of wax paper over there and let that dry out and then probably wash it off, right? I wouldn't normally wash it if it's just paint, but if it is, oh, I have water right here. If it's, what do you call it, ink, I'm going to wash it off because I don't know how that's going to behave the next time I paint on it, right? So I'll take that into when I'm done with you guys, and I'll give it a quick rinse and make sure I don't have any ink on my fingers before I try and pick this up, right? All right. Oh, good. So let's have a look. I think that turned out pretty cute. Now, there is an actual, just so you can see it, there is an actual bit in the stencil. I don't know if you can see it right here, where my finger is, right there. There's an actual little bit there that made the mark that you can see right there, okay? But what you can do, as I have discovered, is you can get yourself a little a little paintbrush, right? And then you can take some of that ink with your detail brush, and you can, make sure you can see what I'm doing, you can paint that in, right? So you can kind of fix up anything that's like not 100% the way you like it. And again, like I say, this stuff comes in all kinds of colors. It's meant for clothing. Oh, you know what? This would be great on a hat or on sneakers or anything like that, right? Like I say, I would use acrylic paint, and I have like a pajama shirt that I made that is still going strong, because once you get that stuff on your clothes, that's never coming out. And I am just, you could paint this on if you wanted to and not even bother with the stencil, but I love a stencil. I do. I can't help it. I taught stenciling because I found it easier than trying to freehand paint, especially writing and things like that. So there we go. So I can touch up little spots. I'm going to do little dots here. make them a little darker. And I bet if you had another color, once this is dry, you could maybe go over this with another color. I have the white, like I say, but it's really thickened up. Because guys, I keep my craft supplies for a long time. I know I've had this ink for at least a couple of years, right? So, but I guess I must not have closed it properly when I used the white. And so it's much thicker. And one day I'll get around to experimenting with water and seeing if that will help me thin it back out again. Maybe, maybe not. But again, another experiment and then I'll know, right? Does water thin Speedball paint? Yes or no? Either way, the answer is good for me. All right. So I'm just rinsing that out in my paint well right here, like this. This thing is like, guys, it's got to be 25 years old, right? It's got little ripples on the bottom to keep your brushes clean. And then, Kim Robertson, hello, how are you? So I'm going to put this back, make sure my hands are clean again. There's no ink on them before I pick it up, right? And there we go. Look at that. So what I like about it is it dries very, it's not hard, okay? Once it's dried and it's, you can heat set it with an iron. They give you instructions and that kind of thing online or on the in the Speedball forums and things like that. But what I like about it is, yeah, it doesn't, it's very soft feeling, but see, some of the paint did go through. That's why I put that in there, all right? And here I did it on the back originally. I just tried that, and that's how I know. This was a few days ago, and this is really soft. It's not like acrylic paint. It's not, it doesn't have any of that hard. It turned out really nice, didn't it, Lori? And Lori, I think, like I said, it's not hard like acrylic paint, but you can paint with it like acrylic paint. And it washes out of your hands and stuff like acrylic paint. But on fabric, when you're painting on fabric, it's a little less forgiving because there's, fixing mistakes means painting more, right? You can't undo it. Like you can't unpaint. I used to say that all the time at parties, right? So you can't fix mistakes as easily on canvas and on fabric as you can on paper, or not paper, wood. I love painting on wood because I find I can fix my mistakes really easy. Now I've been painting on wood for like 25 years, so it might just be that that's what I'm the most experienced in, right? I'm not a big canvas painter, so, but I've learned a few tricks and I'm teaching a few things. And, you know, I'm learning on canvas along with my crafting group, right? So it's been kind of fun because I learn, then I teach, then I learn, then I teach. And pretty much that's how I live, right? I learn and then I teach. So there you go. A quick little Speedball ink tutorial with Speedball ink from, I think I might have got mine at Michael's. My guess would be Michael's, okay? And I'm gonna just put that there, scoop that back into there. So I would actually prefer to scoop this into onto a plate or something, right? So that you don't have this in your lid, because maybe that's what happened to my last paint was I didn't realize and it didn't close quite properly. All right, so make sure you close it properly. But like I say, this is a couple years old. I mean, that's the dust I'm getting off of it. So Speedball ink. There you go. That's what you're looking for. And like I say, it comes in different colors. You can ask at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, or any of the art stores have this too for screen printing, right? But we're not actually screen printing. We're doing cheater screen printing, and we're stenciling. So you can stencil on cotton, on canvas, on t-shirts, on, I think I might try it on a hat, right? I might try it on a hat. And I think it'd be fun on a pair of white canvas sneakers. I think there's just about a million ways you could go with it. So if that's it for me. I'm about to head out the door to run some errands and things like that. So I just thought I'd pop on and see how you guys are all doing, right? So check it out. Talk to you later. And don't forget, be awesome, because you are awesome.